Hi guys, if you're looking to start your private label on Amazon, I have 5 easy steps for you, even if you're starting from scratch. And these will work for all different types of businesses and niches. So let's get into it. Remember to like, follow and subscribe to this channel if you want more actionable steps on Amazon FBA and you want to build your business with real life sellers. If you're new here and you've just discovered this video, I am Farah. I run a fashion private label business on Amazon as a seller and vendor for the past 15 years. And I want to help you build your dream Amazon business too. So let's get into those 5 steps that I talked about. So the first thing we want to talk about is the product. It always starts with that. Your product must serve an audience and it must solve a problem. You have to be able to do that before you go ahead and invest any money into it. And even if you answer this question at a surface level, it's better than not knowing and just committing to the bestseller that you found through product research. That's not the way to do private label on Amazon. Okay, so what do I mean by serving an audience and solving a problem for them? Let's take my business as an example. So I right now one of my collections, the main collection, is evening bags. Now you might say that, Farah, what problem does it solve? It's just a bag. Well, if you think a little bit more about this, my product, especially evening bags, solves a problem that my audience has, which is women who don't want to use their work bag as a bag that they might take out on a wedding or at any party. Okay, they want the bag to go with their outfit and look a bit more put together, and that's the problem it solves. So you have to be able to answer this about the product that you're going to invest in and choose to build your business around. Okay, if you cannot do this even surface level work and you just go and choose a product that's doing great numbers, you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble, because you're not going to know why you did this product. You won't be able to commit to it. Okay, so that's the first step, that you want to be able to identify who this product is for, the audience, and what problem does it solve for them. Step number 2 is you must differentiate your product offer through attractive branding and packaging, and that presence should be on your product detail page. Okay, you have to plan this. Chances are that a cheaper, more generic version of the product idea that you're thinking of already exists on the Amazon marketplace, and you will have seen that through product research software and seen the revenue numbers, and to a degree you will judge the market demand for that product based on that. But that's where most of that newly launched Amazon FBA businesses fail, because they fail to go beyond that and not differentiate their product and do the step 1, because if you did step 1 properly, you would be able to differentiate your product and will have ideas around it, how to do it. Okay, this is what you have to be able to do, and if you don't do it and you just procure the similar kind of product and create a similar kind of product detail page and try to compete on price, then you're going to lose to the cheaper version, because it's already available. Why should somebody buy your version? There is no value added. Okay, so this is if you don't want to lose and you don't want to fail in your Amazon FBA business, this is what you have to do in order to give yourself higher chance of success. Again, I will use my business as an example that I find in fashion differentiation is pretty easy, because there's always new trends coming, new shapes of products, and there is a lot of choice available to be able to actually set your product offer apart season to season. So it's pretty easy to do. But in other categories like home and kitchen and sports and outdoor, like, the typical differentiation that is talked about, especially like on social media, is adding, the first example I can think of is like adding one brush with the garlic press, or a cleaning brush, or a cleaning cloth with a case, or a screen protector, things like this. It's in other categories it's harder to do, but in fashion I find it's easier because of the nature of the category. Another thing that I want to mention is fashion clothing category, at least in the UK, is gated for majority of sellers. You have to be selling for a while and have a good seller standing with Amazon to be ungated in that category. So because it's gated, it's more lucrative. And yes, there's competition, of course, but you find that only serious sellers who are thinking long term can join and be ungated in that category. So that kind of works in your favor once you reach that stage, and be able to sell in that category. If this is resonating with you, hit that like button and let me know in the comments below what product ideas are you thinking about and what is holding you back in launching those product ideas, and we can brainstorm together and talk about it. Step 3 is test run your first batch of your product idea. This is by far like the best way to deal with investing too much money and risking a lot, by ordering large quantity of any product, because as a beginner you shouldn't be worried about getting the lowest cost price possible and just relying on product research software, numbers and estimates. You have to experience selling that particular product and gather some real life sales data and actually experience like what is it costing in terms of ads, what was the process of differentiating that product, and like were you able to even actually move the units as fast as you were hoping. So don't worry about getting the lowest cost price possible straight off the bat. Order a small batch of any product idea that you're thinking of as a beginner to launch your private label on Amazon, and then build on that information. I would say don't chase the profit when you are testing things out. In fact, chase the selling experience and learning market feedback from that first batch and trying your hand at developing product ideas and testing things out. Step number 4 is using controlled Amazon PPC to launch your product in the right season and learning to track your ad performance. Now, that Amazon PPC and pay-per-click is part of the profit equation of selling on Amazon. This is not going anywhere. Amazon is not giving exposure to your product without charging for it. The organic reach is low. So if you have done the previous steps, you would be able to build on that and give it a bit more push with Amazon PPC in a controlled way, right? The keyword here is controlled. You don't want unlimited budgets. You don't want to throw a lot of money on it, and you don't want to order huge quantities at very low cost price. Okay, we don't want to do that because it's too risky and unpredictable. And so this is, even if you're a marketing whiz kid and you have huge email lists and you can drive a lot of traffic, still Amazon PPC is going to be a part of the equation for you. And so you want to learn this piece so you can balance and actually, work out your profits the way you are estimating in real life and replicate that success in actual numbers. It is so important to learn how ads work on Amazon and how they affect your bottom line. I have talked in detail about choosing the right product and balancing the equation with Amazon PPC tracked and performance based tracking in my new training, Amazon FBA training. So That's linked in the description below. Make sure you guys check it out. If you've been struggling to launch your Amazon business, or you're confused, or you've been choosing wrong products, it's a free training, and I hope you get a lot of value from it. It's linked in the description below. Make sure you guys watch it and let me know what you think. Step 5 is learn from your first batch launch and optimize your second production run. Now, two things are going to happen. Either you will want to reorder the product, you have gathered the feedback and you have looked at the data and you will decide that I want to reorder, or you want to actually move on to your next product idea. Either of those things can happen, okay? And that's why step 4 is so important, that you don't invest too much on your first batch launch and you actually treat it as a controlled experiment, because it's quite likely that if this is your first time selling a private label product on Amazon, things will not go to plan and you will find some surprises, and so either one of the things can happen. So step 5 is actually building your business forward pragmatically, and choosing either to reorder the product or moving on to your next product idea, and building from step 1 again if you do choose a new product idea, and repeat the same workflow. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Amazon private label is one of the best and most lucrative way of selling on Amazon, which allows you a lot more control than selling in any other business model. And a lot of the successful sellers do private label. Make sure you guys watch this video if you want to learn more about how to sell on Amazon. Hope this helps, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.